was supposed to be a beacon of hope for vulnerable young people.
No, it's supposed to make you peas. Then you got stung. Now you want chat.
Do we have a Helen?
Nope. Paige. Hey, I'm Talia.
Hey, I'm Yasmin.
What are you saying, Zeze? Back again.
So Shantae, and you are?
Helen.
Helen, darling.
Nice to meet you.
In relation to Helen Mirren now?
No,
So, have you done anything here before?
No,
We've done a lot, because, you know.
It's my first time here.
Oh, darling, don't worry, I say it every single time.
You said H?
H. Just
H.
if you forget, just
H.
look at my hand.
I love how you guys pronounce it. H.
Yeah, I forget
H.
sometimes, innit? So.
Yeah.
Tell me what you do.
I'm a freelance creative,
Oh,
babe.
really?
What are you?
Because I'm a freelance creative.
No
as well.
way!
Creative.
My teeth are really sensitive at the moment. Really annoying. Can't eat anything. Can't chew on anything either. So basically,
I heard you're a good dancer.
No, that's all lies.
Really?
I just am very good at pretending I'm a good dancer. There's a very big difference.
Okay.
Yes, you see. It's
So
all
you're-
about impressions, darling.
So you're a pretend dancer?
Yeah, very good. It works for every time, darling.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do YouTube. That's like my job here. Vlog like my experience abroad. So.
What do you think of London?
Cool. I love London. I'm trying to
See,
stay
it's
for a
not
while.
just cups of teas and biscuits.
Oh no,
is
I
it?
don't know why people in America think that too. They're just like, that's the first thing they say.
Trust me.
Tea and crumpets. It's a lot more than that. No, please, no. It's not good.
No, no,
It's
no,
not
try it.
good. You have to give me something to say. I don't know.
You say fuck Boris Johnson.
No.
did you see the comments in the previous one? They were like, "Oh, Zeze's so bad he wants to fuck Lippy."
I don't even read
It's
comments.
like, can I not be on screen with the opposite sex, and maybe be a little bit flirtatious? Just because I'm a bit flirtatious doesn't mean I want to suck your dick. Do you get what I mean? It could just be like harmless flirting. Do you know what I mean?
They don't understand, man.
They don't understand. It's very immature people.
Yeah, man, they're young.
Anyway,
So, SPAC Nation, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Talk to me, SPAC Nation. I want to know your thoughts on them.
So it's basically this church.
I was rooting for them.
See, I personally know someone that was in SPAC Nation,
Oh,
innit?
really?
So it's a bit mad, isn't it?
There's always a friend of a friend that's been to at least one service or something.
At least.
Like
The top bottles
UCKG
once.
back in the day.
Do you know what a balaclava is?
Yeah.
And you know what a Bible is?
Yes.
So singing about those two things in the same song, it doesn't really make sense, does it?
If you see a man on road with a bally on, you're either gonna run or get into a scrap. Why is it different? You're in a church
Wait,
with a
a
bally
bally?
on. Balaclava. A man's wearing a balaclava in
I
church.
don't know what that is.
In America, it's a ski
A ski mask. Oh, okay.
But
This is very new to me. I don't know that much about it, but from what I've heard, it sounds very sad. I've heard that a lot of youth were just taken advantage of just for not really knowing like what they were getting themselves into, and it affected them financially.
All of these pastors driving nice cars and, you know, telling these young people to join, taking out loans in their names, and at the end, they're going to be in debt.
I always said, would I prefer my son to listen to Blade Brown or go to SPAC Nation? And I would prefer them to go to SPAC Nation and believe in Jesus Christ than to listen to Blade Brown talking about moving bricks. Do you know what I mean? But now, it's all up in the fucking air. They might as well listen to Blade Brown.
And there's a lot of fraudulent stuff going on and stuff like that. And now, as of recent, it's become a scandal. So all of these pastors are getting exposed. All of these prominent members are getting exposed, saying that they've been doing all of this bad stuff.
Welcome to the Exposer.
And now everyone is starting to realise that this SPAC Nation thing was just a scam. They don't really care about it.
Sounds fun. Where do I sign up, darling?
Leaders do not misinform, they do not mislead, they do not abuse.
Those eyebrows are not eyebrows, those eyelashes. I never ever call anyone out for their appearance, but they're the maddest eyelashes I've ever seen. I'm really sorry.
Gang members, the victims of knife crime and their families are being offered safe.
Why is your church on the news? Is your church ever been on the news? No one's church has never been on the news, so red flag straight away.
The music is fucking killing me.
Yeah,
What
the
is that
music's killing me. And one thing I want to say
story.
about these youths, no youth is an idiot like that. All you youths knew you was going to do the mad thing. You got bumped. Now you want to speak out. Don't chat to man. Play that.
This once pioneering church, hailed by politicians and the media for its positive role in the lives of young black people and former gang members, is accused of betraying its congregation. SPAC Nation, headed by enigmatic leader Pastor Toye Adegboyega, has created the conditions for fraudsters to flourish, who target young black people from poor areas. Some of its pastors have pressured teenagers and young people into thousands.
This is so
You know what? It really upsets me because I grew up in a Christian home, Pentecostal household, and it just has a bad reflection of the church. This just, to me, seems like, I'm going to say a cult.
When I first saw Hope Dealers, I was thinking, cool, innit? These youths are dressed nice, whatever, boom, rentals, cool. Then I clocked there's a whole church full of these youths, innit? So I'm saying, so that's what's drawing in the youths.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's like me, man's going to go straight 180. That's like me, I want crackheads to come church. So I start a church that gives out crack.
That is not the same thing.
Of course it is. If it is, yes it is. It's youths that want to wear
not.
ballies. No, it is.
Okay, because
Listen. No.
Is bad for people.
So no, but listen. So is materialism. So is materialism. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it ain't.
You went to the extreme.
Am I right or wrong? That's what SPAC Nation. That's how they draw youths in.
God, I'm just like, I'm not sure how different it is from any other religion, if I'm entirely honest. But
do you believe in God?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
I'm atheist myself. So it's a bit like, oh yeah, another church was just, you know.
That's the characteristic of a cult. It's very brainwashy. They use a lot of persuasive language. There's a lot of talk about what you're going to gain from it, and these are vulnerable people who have been caught up in crime, who are now putting their trust in someone. They finally believe in something, and they're being exploited. How sick in the head do you have to be to do that to people?
If I was a pastor and I want to reach people, youth that I know at this current state, the environment, the culture, is all to do with drip, all to do with this, and I'm going to think from a marketing strategy, how am I going to save the lives of these young people?
Okay then.
I need to wait.
Apply
to appeal to them.
everything you said to a crackhead.
No, but that doesn't make sense.
If I want to, so you don't want a crackhead to know Christ.
Crack can kill somebody. It's
So
addictive.
can wearing a belly and talking about you got your weapon.
How is wearing a belly going to kill someone?
What do you mean, bro?
How?
They're not wearing a belly, but it's to do with negative shit. An obese person. I want an obese person to give their life to Christ. I start a church with bare McDonald's.
Yeah, I am. And then when they
that
get
don't make
there,
sense, fam.
and when they get there and they get
And
into
they're
the
still obese.
when they get into
And
the
they're still
environment,
obese. So
when
again,
they get into the environment, then I can give them the word, and it's up to them whether or not they choose to stay or not. So I might lead them into the church with a Big Mac, but when they get
or
into
a crack
the
rock
church,
for a crackhead,
when they get
and it's
into
the same values.
when I
It's
get
the same
into the
thing.
church, when they get into the church, I then deliver. I bring them into the gym with the. I say to them, you know, if you come to the gym, there's going to be a Big Mac. Then when they get to the Big Mac, I say, do you know this Big Mac has got such and such calories? It's going to kill you.
Name me a gym that's ever done that.
So it's always interesting how religion is being utilized to obviously make one person kind of more rich than the other person.
You know, I got to know people. I got to meet people. At this point in my life, I was very vulnerable. Toye had confided in 23-year-old Pastor George Jumbo that she had begun experiencing
Pastor at 23.
Bruv, listen.
This is also what I find really weird about SPAC Nation is the way they ordain pastors so fucking quickly.
Everyone's a pastor.
That's weird to me. Like when I was in the church and I went to get baptized, they gave me an interview. They asked me like, why do you want to get baptized? The first time I done it, they told me I wasn't ready. How can you be 23 and be a pastor? That doesn't make no sense to me. How? Surely you must. I don't get it. Like a pastor is supposed to be someone that you look up to.
There's a pastor that's like 19 here, bruv. I'm telling you, yeah, listen, there's no 19-year-old that's going to tell me about God, yeah? Listen, I've lived a longer life than you, big man, yeah? Go through your puberty in peace, innit?
I know a couple of youths that are like youth pastors. Maybe not as, I hear what you're saying. These lot got about 12 men a day becoming pastors.
Like every day on the gram I used to see, I've become a pastor. These times they're probably still licking pussy. Anyway, go on.
I saw him as a really good guy. Like, you know, he seemed very reserved, Jumbo explained that she would need to apply for loans in order to raise capital to start her own trading business.
So if you didn't know anything about trading or Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, are you going to get a loan to open one up because someone told you to?
Absolutely not. Especially from a 23-year-old, like, no. I feel like these people, like, I don't even know how they could have protected themselves from this because they just didn't know better.
Anytime I spoke to like a friend of a friend that was involved in SPAC or something, like people, it's like they distance man. Like
it's like
man's been conditioned to do something. I found it so weird.
It's like a brainwashing. Do you get me? Like I've had friends that's gone into it, and it's like I'll go there now. I'm sorry, I'll be speaking to them normally, and then next week, oh yeah, join SPAC. Oh yeah, I'm going to move into this crib. Are you stupid, bro? Would you do that? Would you do that in any circumstance in real life?
No.
No, exactly. Unless it was an emergency.
All living in yards together. They're all beating. They're all smoking weed together. You can't put bare people in their early 20s together, opposite sex, one yard.
I didn't have sex for a very long time.
Yeah, but if you got thrown into a yard,
I wouldn't have sex.
Where everyone's got lubes and shit.
No.
And it's just bare none. You're gonna. It's a mad thing in there.
No, it's not
you
like,
might not, but you're not weak. And these youths are weak youths.
Together, the pair applied for loans, and she entrusted him with all her personal information.
Do you think maybe she fancied him?
Yeah, it's a lot of that. Like I said, think of the things that's what I'm saying, it's drawing them in with things that ain't good. Fair enough, you can't say money's bad. But if I'm saying, come to church, yeah? I'm a normal man, and I'm saying, come to church. You're like, nah, I don't, that's dead. Then I come to you in lubes and chains and everything, and I say, yeah, come to church. Then I say, yeah, I'm coming. Then I'm not coming for the church.
Yeah,
with
but
things that ain't what it's about.
Some people go for the...
Let's use another analogy. Another analogy.
In it, I don't want to hear another one.
No, another analogy. If I come up to you in flipping cricket equipment, saying, come and play for my football team, you say, what the fuck are you talking about, blood? You're dressed up like a cricketer. So what can your football team be on? So again, if I'm coming up to you looking like a fraudster, rolled you, a youth in a belly, come to my church. Me, a person with sense, is saying, my brother, what go on in your church?
Yeah, but that's because of what we've been told church is supposed to be like. The ones that we just seen in that video are not.
Let's see this. Let's talk about this one. Who's seen this video? Pastor Toby, he's there, he's got the mic in his hand. Now, come and show your drip.
Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Look at this drip. Show your drip, don't worry, show yours.
Drippy, 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 drippy. And everyone's there showing their shoe.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What do you mean there's nothing wrong with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So me in the background can't go up there because my shoe ain't good enough. So what? Christ don't know me because I ain't got the lubes.
No,
that's what it promotes. But that's what it promotes.
Not.
It promotes. If you can't come up here and do drippy with us, you're not levels. That's not what church is about. It's as simple as that. That's what the roads is about. There's youths in the background like, rah, I got an M.
I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking outside of the box and thinking how you're going to make people come to Christ.
Outside the box.
None of these loan applications were successful, and Toye abandoned the idea of trading in cryptocurrencies.
And then he proceeded to ask me for the favour.
Toye says Jumbo asked if he could transfer £5,000 into her bank account. Toye said £550 came into her account. She went on with her week, waiting to hear what Jumbo wanted to do with the money.
I got in and I saw a letter on the floor of my house. And, oh my days, I see Amigo loans and I see what they've written on it. Oh, something about agreeing to be a guarantor for £5,000. Guarantor. I, in all honesty, didn't actually know what a guarantor was because I'd never had to be one for anyone.
Listen, let me just say, I wouldn't even guarantor for my mum. Listen, that's what I'm saying, innit?
I wonder at what level of manipulation to religion you have to do.
I think it's the fact that, like, I feel like these young people that they've brought into their cult, a cult is what I like to call it, were obviously vulnerable in the beginning, but at the same time, they had something in the back of their mind that was like, yeah, this is dodgy, but because they're glorifying it in the name of Christ, they're going to probably think, yeah, my parents are going to be happy I'm going to church. My parents are going to be happy I'm doing this. But at the same time, you're looking at these pastors driving amazing cars and you're thinking, yeah, I want to be like that when I'm older.
But the financial worries weren't over for Toye yet.
That end of the week, into the weekend, I learned there was a second £5,000 loan that they had signed up a young person who, in actual fact, I...
You're in 12 bags debt. You are a clown, bruv.
If you put as much energy into finessing the brothers...
So why don't you just do it in a legitimate cause?
If they put that energy into, I don't know, taking the youths off the road, like, because they happily, because it's got something to do with peas, the youths will happily go out and catch the souls and all them things. They will happily go and do that. But why don't you do that for the main reason, which is to bring them into the church to, do you get me?
If someone talks about Christianity or any other religion and then mentions money, give me money, or you'll make a lot of money, just turn around and walk in opposite direction for as long as you can. That is an omen of something that isn't right.
But if you don't have positive people in your life who are like telling you what's right and what's wrong, like if I went home and I told my mom, this guy is telling me this, my mom is like really on top of my finances, she would have been like, no, that sounds crazy, don't do it. But they probably had nobody to consult with to like see if it was a bad idea.
You got a brain.
But sometimes you just don't. She said she never dealt with any of that stuff.
Listen, I don't care what you say.
I sympathize her.
No, listen, you're an idiot though. Like, you're an idiot for doing that. Would you give me your details?
I would never.
Like,
I would never. But
man put up for a guarantor, yeah? He is not paying that. You're a dickhead, bro.
I agree with
What,
you.
no one?
I agree with you completely, but also like, none of us know what it's like to have been in that church. We don't know what was going on. So it's really easy for us to sit here as an outsider and go, yeah, but obviously you wouldn't do that.
I feel like if this happened in some like deep bit of, you know, Timbuktu and where there's not that many people, but it's London or it's like,
I know.
It's here.
I know.
Come on, what, no one.
We need to speak out. Do you know what it is? This is what black people, our issue is. When black people do something fuck up, we don't want to tarnish them. Like it's our cousins. I don't know them fucking youth there. I could call them idiot, any black youth from anywhere idiot. It's got nothing to do with me. That's why all these fucked up people in our community can get away with what they get away with, because we're thinking, nah, black man, oh no, they're only calling him a rapist and rare taker. It's the white man trying to destroy him. No, there's idiots every corner of the planet. Yeah? So that's what we have to understand. Sometimes, yes, our black brothers and rare taker, you could do stupidness, and this is one of them things. It's stupidness.